Hello and welcome to another episode of Tiny Whoop Big Range, where I take off-the-shelf Tiny Whoops and in their stock or very lightly modded configurations I send them out long range in inverted commas to see what kind of distance we can get out of them. In this case we're using the Curve16, which is a true 75mm whoop from CaddxFPV. It comes with the Ascent Lite VTX, which means we have 500 milliwatts of video transmission power on a 1S quad, and we have the ability to record live audio from the VTX. In this configuration, my little quad here weighed 47 grams. Kind of contenders that I have for it are my Lite 7, which ended up being squashed by a car, but it weighed 46 grams, and my current winner is a DIY 75, which weighed 40 grams. Now the way I kind of work this out is kilometers per gram, and currently my leader, the DIY 75, has a 0.075 kilometers per gram ratio. Curve, spoiler alert, gets out to around 1.2 kilometers, and that means it has a kilometer to gram ratio of 0.0511, which on my little league table puts it into third place. So yes, it's clearly heavier than my competitors. The Lite being at 46 grams got out to 1.4 kilometers before having to turn around. The DIY 75, I got it out to 1.5 kilometers. So this little curve actually isn't too far behind, and yeah, it's a couple of grams of a difference. But there's obviously going to be a trade-off with the digital video and the live recording audio compared to the AIO flight controller that was in the R75. But you see there, we got out to 1.2 kilometers where I quickly spun around because I got the battery warning light. The video held up 20-25 megabits. There was a little fluctuation with the Express LRS, but after doing a little bit of a turn and heading back on out, it stayed at 100. So the limit that I have here on this little quad is the battery. And the batteries that I'm using are fairly old now. Probably with a brand new battery there'd be slightly less sag. I get out a little bit further, or maybe with a shallow pitched bi-blade prop, which will give me slightly less amp draw, I'll get out a little bit further. But yeah, as you see there, got out to 1.2 where I quickly whipped around. And in terms of the video system, it's holding up really well, and I'm just using the stock Caddx Ascent goggles with those two internal patches. So for me, all in all, the combination between this little quad, the video system, and those Ascent goggles is a very good combination. I'll have to try and get out to around 1.5 kilometers to truly take the top spot on my little league table. With a new battery, it's probably possible. I mean, it's only another 300 meters. Maybe with the wind being absolutely perfectly still, it could get out to that distance. But yeah, fairly happy for a first attempt with this little quad. We'll see what happens in the future, but there we go.